So let's head to Baltimore. Let's stay in the division, and let's talk some Hollywood Brown, because this is a guy that I keep finding myself gravitating towards. Obviously came on crazy hot last year, looked really good. Injury kind of took him away. We didn't, the bloom came off the rose just a little bit. But Brian, this is one of 80 receivers to see 50 plus targets in 2019. He was 10th in fantasy points per target. He caught 7 touchdowns on 2/3 of his targets. The only other receivers to do that: Michael Thomas, Odell Beckham Jr., Juju Smith-Schuster, and Calvin Ridley. So that's pretty good company for an offense that I think, from year 1 to year 2 with Lamar, obviously dramatic. Another step forward, a little more versatile, a little more in terms of passing ability. Hollywood Brown could be, I think, an absolute steal in fantasy drafts.
Yeah, he's another guy. He came into the season last year where he was entering his rookie year with a pre-existing injury, so we didn't really get to see him fully unleashed, and he still produced massive numbers on limited amount of targets. And he's a guy I expect to see an actual increase in role in this offense. I like him to be a guy that's going to get 10 to 20 carries more this year. He's going to be getting a lot of deep balls. I mean, I see him as being like their version of Tyreek Hill that Kansas City has, where he's running those deep, 20-yard digs, those goes, those deep slants down the middle, and he could put up a tremendous year in an offense that I expect to see them expand the passing game for Lamar, as they got shown in the playoffs that you need to be able to throw the ball if you want to win when it really matters. So I think in the regular season, they're going to kind of use those games to see what they have in that offense and kind of expand on what Lamar can do.
And Matt, I know obviously you were a big fan of him coming into the draft. What did you see in year 1 that, did it kind of live up to your expectations, or, was there something that you thought maybe was missing a little bit?
Oh yeah. I mean, definitely lived up to my expectations. And you said it, this was a guy I was really high on coming into the NFL, because obviously everybody knows about the speed. Everybody knows that he's a vertical playmaker. He can make plays after the catch. He's just incredibly elusive, but I actually think you didn't see as much of that as you could because of the injury and, the multiple injuries, not just the injury that he came in with, but the injuries throughout the entire season, which could have just been compounding from the original foot injury. Who knows? But what you clearly saw both in college and I think in his rookie year is that this guy is a technician. Brown is a really disciplined route runner that knows when to break things off, knows how to deceive and get into the heads of cornerbacks. And that came through in reception perception with the 73.6% success rate versus man coverage. That's the 83rd percentile and puts him in very exciting company. And I know we're going to talk about second-year receivers here. I'm so excited about this class, this 2019 class. I mean, every guy we're probably going to talk about today, I'm going to tell you is really good, and I'm very excited about, because I think this is the best class of wide receivers since that 2014 group. Like, everybody was really excited about this 2020 class. Great, and they might well be very good, but it's going to be hard to top this 2019 group, because Brown, A.J. Brown, Marquise Brown, Deontay Johnson, Deebo Samuel, we're only 4 in. I got a lot more good stats to read off from these guys, but just that disclaimer that I'm probably going to hype up everybody we talk about. But Marquise Brown really, I think, could explode this year because he's attached to the MVP in Lamar Jackson. And I think it's just it's crazy. I never would have thought that Jackson could have that type of season as a efficient passer without Hollywood Brown popping off for 16 games. So if he's healthy and ready to roll as a vertical playmaker and a full field route runner, I think there's just a ton of potential here. They also didn't add too many other players in their passing game either. I think Miles Boykin, I'm still got him on the watch list for sure. They've got the tight ends, and obviously they added a new running back. They're still going to be establishing the run there. But never mind all that. I think Brown can be like the clear top dog in this passing game. And as Brian said, I expect them to expand that passing game too.
Yeah. And I want Miles Boykin to be part of that expansion. Because I think he totally deserves to be involved. And I think he is a guy that has the ceiling to be an excellent option opposite Hollywood Brown.